I'm joined here by one of our recent success outcomes, Steve, all the way out there in Orange County, California, man. How you doing today?
Good, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Wonderful. Are you wearing a Nike sweater, my man?
I am, I got to show some roots. Yeah,
I'm wearing, I think, the same Nike sweater right here, just in a different
yeah,
color.
nice, yeah.
Got it,
I
got
well,
it.
I went to school at University of Oregon, grew up in Eugene, and my first job out of college was at Nike. And then I spent just over a year there on the Nike Training Club team. So I've moved on, but I still, man, that was a great team, and I still love the stuff. So
I believe it. I believe
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and actually lock in on. So you recently just landed the role as the head of digital product
yeah.
over there at Matter. I believe you just told me they have. I definitely just taking a look at the location now. I know I've walked past it, but you are currently the head of digital product over there at Matter.
Yeah, yeah, it's super exciting. Uh, it's a restaurant, but and it's a great restaurant, but we're really trying to unlock the experience with digital. So being the head of digital product, there's a lot of digital services. We have an app that you can order as well as log food and track your activity and get insights. And of course, website that's for marketing. And then we have a whole kind of operations side where we've got in-store kiosk and back-end operations
Kiosk.
dashboards. Yeah, like you go up to the restaurant, you can order from a digital kiosk experience, and unlike a regular restaurant where you're just like selecting burger with fries, we don't have burger and fries, but you're able to you're able to buy these healthy bowls and hyper customize every ingredient in there. I mean, you could just pick it and go, but if you want to, you can exactly how much chicken, hold any sort of broccoli, give me a little extra rice, and we try to match that towards whatever health goals or losing weight or gaining weight or any sort of nutrition preferences you have. And so that's where the app tries to supercharge the restaurant experience.
Got it. Got it. Okay. How are you I would say the last job hunt in the past actually, the past 4 years has been the most brutal tech hiring market in the history of tech hiring. When you were making a transition, especially over to a leadership role, how difficult was it in this market for you?
Yeah, it was difficult, I would say, definitely difficult. But I was lucky the whole time. I had some great roles the whole time, and I don't have any regrets. I've worked with some great teams, but just knowing that that I wanted to go further and step into bigger and bigger roles. I had all this experience from my past work, and I really wanted to try to like put it in motion and accelerate myself in the same way that I was treating my products. I needed to treat myself like a product, and I think that's actually what I learned. That's one of the big takeaways. I was kind of getting. I didn't know what to do, like was I even cut out to try and reach above my weight? Was I even like all these self-doubts, imposter syndrome, frustration, you know, all that sort of stuff. And I feel like that's where I was in need. And that's how I found you guys. I was in this state of like, I don't even know if I can do this. And that's what led me to you guys originally. And I think it's crazy if that was 4 years ago.
What
Yeah.
did you remember how you found us?
Man, I think I saw you on YouTube videos. I was hungry for like anything. And I think I saw you on some YouTube videos with I think some of these testimonials, and I'm like, hey, what you're saying is kind of resonating. And I didn't know what I was in for. It just was like I needed something to support myself, and I think I found it. Yeah,
Bro, so proud of you. I
yeah.
mean, like this most recent job hunt where you made the transition over to head of digital product, like um how many did you notice anything different interviewing right now than you did like 4 years ago?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like, and we talked about this, and it'll bring up some memories because during the sessions, because first of all, I love that you came on to so many of the sessions that we were doing. So, you have a whole course with things that kind of you can kind of self-serve, but then we there's these sessions where we jump on and talk with a group of people, and those were super valuable because first of all, you get to hear everyone else's pains, and misery loves company, and it actually did make me feel good to hear how other people are also facing similar challenges. But I think one of it was like I crashed and burned on some case studies, and I was like, I put so much effort into these case studies, so much. Burn midnight hour. I nailed this case study and then it burned. It didn't work. And I was like, oh my gosh, like in shock. Like how could they not love me after these case studies?
Right.
But we walked through it and it ended up like it was overwhelming, too much. Eyes are glazing over. And so I think it just helped me reset like who am I really talking to here and what do they need and how to present myself better towards like giving them value for what I can offer them, So changing the script a little bit instead of like trying to prove myself and show off, it was like, hey, what do you need? I can help you.
I think that's something that like people that are going for the product manager role, I think so much has changed in the past few years of hiring because you have a much more competitive group of people that are out into the market. So if you're interviewing just like how everybody else is interviewing, which is people are applying strategies and tactics that they use, what I would like what we call here the great turning point is that there's interviewing before 2022 and then there's interviewing after 2022, right? Where you have like the ChatGPT demo. You've got to come in, I think, with a lot more understanding of what is the company ultimately trying to achieve. And just like how people wake up every single day and they think, I'm going to go after a different job hunting strategy. Companies at the end of the day, they're trying to drive rev. We went from like a growth-led economy to like now it's like straight cash infusion, right? Because revenue is just so getting investment is like so hard to come by. And then on top of that, like you need to drive results in a shorter amount of time. Nobody has that. It's not exactly an entire like a complete science or art. And whatever it is that you did that was working last quarter, there's no guarantee it's going to work this quarter because the market is just moving so fast. So you have to ask them like, what are you guys trying to do? What have you guys already tried? Who's on the team? I think like taking yourself out of the conversation and making it more about the interviewer and also what kind of emotional stress and distress are they going through getting hammered right now by investors, right? Very, very different than before. I remember when we started the business in 2016, 2017, we met so many startups at the WeWork that we were working out of. Well, yeah, our investors say they don't care about revenue. They don't want revenue. And then ChatGPT came out and the script completely flipped and they're like, yeah, where the fuck is the revenue?
Yeah. 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 Yeah, for sure. And that rings super true. Like this new place I'm at now, Matter. We found some secret sauce, I have to say. Like the restaurant launched in December and it has been busy ever since. And like we're looking for ways to expand. And it's yeah, but coming from some other startups where revenue is hard to come by, but now our problem is growth and we're how we have to expand, and so it's a fun problem to have because we really have something special. But yeah, to get back to the search, I don't think I was not your perfect student, but and I was thinking about this, and it wasn't because of like your process being bad. Like I think for me, since I had a day job, I had to, put 100% effort into the daily job. So I just didn't have a lot of time to kind of spread as many resumes out as I could. And so my volume was very low, but it also took me a lot longer to find a spot too. So I think there was a trade-off there. And then the second thing is I really was trying to break through higher and higher levels. So I was being a little more selective with my picks and where I was going for, and and yeah, not just anything was gonna work for me because I also need a little bit of that domain confidence. So I was probably not your perfect student in that way because uh, but and it took longer because of it. But I still think like the thinking of going in and flipping that script and also not getting discouraged. Every rejection is a learning experience. So I don't I, that is it's easy to say that, but when you feel it, turning it around, with your help, the community's help, that was, I still use that. I still use that right now. Yeah.
Well, when you're on the hiring side, which is the side that I'm on too, is uh, you are able to procure a set amount of cash and you have a problem that you need solved. And a lot of times you don't even know if you're solving for the right problems. And you have a list of people that clearly in this market need a job that are hitting you up and are ready, willing, and able to say and be anything you want to stop the pain of if they don't have a job right now, it is very tough because like they just need the bleeding to stop. And let's just say they are gainfully employed, like yourself, they just want the emotional suffering to just end, you know? So you almost feel like when you're on the hiring side, I'm kind of giving an offer to kind of solve your problem, which really doesn't necessarily do anything for my problem. And I'm only going to have a bigger problem, which is every problem that I have right now, plus what the hell am I going to do with you? And I just lost all this time. And now I got to figure out how to, cleanly get you off the table. It's actually tough. On the hiring side too. I remember when we were interviewing for a very senior level role in our organization. We had never paid that rate before. We had a lot of very awesome candidates come through on paper. And people are also in different timelines in their search, right? So you got to make an opportunity. I can't just wait for you to figure it out until we had some people that I thought were really awesome towards the end, but they were very in the beginning of their job hunting process. And then there are some people that were like, okay, well, if we decide that we want to keep on interviewing, we risk losing out these people. And they could theoretically work, right? But there's also some people here that we might feel like is a better fit. Those are very real challenges on the hiring side. So anything that people can do, honestly speaking, it's like any decision that people make in life. Anything that people can do to just inspire more confidence and help reduce risk for another individual. Because that's the toughest thing is we're making the wrong decision. So let's just make no decision. That's better than making the wrong decision. That's like when people schedule a consultation with us, all they're thinking about is if I'm paying you guys $7,000, am I getting a product manager or the job that I want, right? And at the end of it, they'll make a decision of, no, this is not for me. If you need a decision from me, I can't give you one right now. So it's an answer is no, or like they make the right decision and say, I'm going to go ahead and enroll right now. We as a business, we just got to do this shit every 30 days and we don't take it personally. But for you guys that are interviewing, you guys got to understand on the hiring side, it's the same freaking matrix of like, well, if we see somebody out there really rock star, we're gonna go out there and pull the trigger, but we also don't know what the hell really rock star looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that rings true. Like this last process was very, very quick. Um, yeah, and some of its circumstance, it happened very quick. The restaurant was opening. There was a an urgent need to pull someone in, and they had gone through some candidates that didn't fit, and then I came along and was the bright shiny object. So I'm trying to live up to that to that thing right now. But I think, yeah, if there's timing, but yeah, you have to be able to, yeah, be present yourself, be ready, because you might be on both sides of that. You might be on the bad side of that. You might be on the good side of that. And you just have to, you always have to be ready and with ready to go all in with yourself. And like we've said many times here, you got to be able to pull out why they need you, what needs do they have, and how you're going to solve their problems right away. And that was a big shift for me. And honestly, I mean, that's we talk about that as like as a key to like doing good at the interviews, but it's just a good key every day showing up for work. What am I going to do to make the company better? You
That's
know,
all.
that's yeah,
That's like when we get frustrated on our end, that's exactly at the core ethos of what we do here is like, let's put ourselves in the position of the customer. We have all been in a situation where it's just like, oh shit, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like, how would you like to be communicated to? How do we be the most informative organization? How do we go out there and continue to provide the most amount of value? Um, yeah, man. So I'm so happy for you because I mean, this market compared to the market 4 years ago was, well, the world 4 years ago was a very different thing. So, as we continue to navigate through crazier times, I mean, what are some final words that you have to say for people that, are thinking about either transitioning into product management or just struggling right now on the job hunt? Like, what would you tell those people and like definitely give us
yeah.
a shout out that they should just enroll ASAP Rocky?
Yeah, yeah. Well, honestly, like I said, one of the biggest helps for me was the community part of it. I mean, oh man, it was just like a weight that lifted that I wasn't the only one, with questions and doubts and all this sort of thing. And okay, and I was doing some things wrong, but hearing how to, approach sending out resumes and interview and applications and also just having I'm still not a model like um presence on like socials, but I do try to worry about like how you present yourself so you can attract recruiters in, and that's actually how this role came in that I'm at right now. But you have to be ready for both all the paths, and you need that community. And I feel like that's gave me so much more confidence and and how to adjust. And it's not a perfect science. I'm still adjusting, and I made some mistakes along the way. I think I missed some opportunities, but I learned from them, and I'm going to keep learning.
You win or you learn, man,
Yeah,
and there's a lot
yeah,
more learning left.
yeah, yeah,
Well, yo, I'll see you the next time I'm back in LA. I would love to go. We've done actually we did 3 meetups in LA. I know there's a huge batch of people in Orange County that wanted us to do a meetup down there. We will definitely do that.
yeah.
But I'm so proud of what it is that what you have accomplished. And when I swing by Matter, I'll go ahead and, do a little shout out post because the place looks really awesome.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and you'll probably see a couple of the founders in there. One of them, John, he's in there all the time. Yeah, let me
Are
know.
they based out here in New York or like are you in a remote?
Yeah, my position is remote. One founder is right there where the restaurant is in New York. The other founder is in Miami, and we're yeah, we're spread. And the chief technical officer is in Chicago, so we're a little bit scattered. But I would say that I'd say it's a New York vibe. The company, New York vibe. Get stuff done, make great food. You know, so I feel like there's a New York vibe to it that's new for me that I'm enjoying. But it's definitely a different vibe than us California. Hey, dude, surfs up kind of.
Got it,
Yeah.
man. I love it. I love it. That's so cool. I mean, I'll
Yeah.
definitely swing by with there. Actually, our New York office is only a few blocks north of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you're ever in town, definitely let me know.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I am taking a family vacation, so I'm gonna hit you up on that this summer.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Hit me up. Hit me up. Hit
Yeah.
me up.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
Sweet.
so much, man. I'll talk to you
All right.
soon. See you
Awesome.
soon.
Bye.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, guys.